Once again, I am Danny, your host, and for today, we'll walk you through how digital building models are connected to fabrication and manufacturing systems so that what you design is what gets built with minimal translation loss. Our program today is estimated to run for 2 hours, but should we finish earlier, we will be very happy to give you back your time. Now, before we start, let's take a look once again on what CIM Technologies is about and how we can continuously support you and your team in your digital transformation. So CIM Technologies is one of the country's pioneers in providing cutting-edge technology solutions from software and hardware to training and technical support and services to manufacturing and architecture, engineering, and construction industries in the local and global market. So here are our solutions. So our solutions are designed to help you streamline your workflows, improve collaboration across teams, and drive greater efficiency at every stage of your project life cycle. Next, here are our services. So our services are designed to support your team's daily operations and help your teams work more efficiently. We also provide hardware and maintenance repair, network setup and administration, as well as design and engineering support from 2D drafting to BIM, 3D BIM rather, visualization and product design. We also offer 3D printing, large format printing, and project management services. And also to help you grow your capabilities, we offer CAD training, certification programs, and online learning. All of these are aimed at helping you stay productive, up to date, and competitive. Next, here are the industries we support. So we support the manufacturing, product design, infrastructure, education and training, automotive, aerospace, and the other industries. So next, here are our partners. All right, so once again, we have already seen how CIM can help support you and your team. Let's now swing by some rules you have to follow in our webinar. So first, please keep your microphones muted throughout the session to avoid any interruptions. You can send your questions at any time through the Q&A box, and we'll answer them during the Q&A session later. And third, this webinar is being recorded and only eligible participants will be receiving a certificate of attendance after the session. So that's it for our house rules. And so now let's get to our session. So our speaker today is Mr. Jerome Castañeda, as a graduate of mechanical engineering from University of the Philippines, Diliman. He is currently one of our solutions officer for design and manufacturing in CIM Technologies. Good morning, Sir Jerome.
Morning, morning. So let me, should I start, no? Let me have a send sharing. I need some sharing. Okay, ayan po. So are you able to see my ano po? Okay. So once again, I would like to say thank you, no, for attending here in our webinar from building model to shop floor, automating fabrication with DfMA workflows. By the way, my name is Jerome Castañeda. I'm the Solutions Design Officer, Design and Manufacturing Group. So we'll be sharing with you some of the values, no, in terms of what really it can help in your work process or workflow, in your current workflow, hopefully. By the way, before I start, can you type if you're coming from AEC, can you type letter A po? And then if you are from the manufacturing, can you type letter M? Okay. So, and then I'll just, as I go along, I just turn off my, ano po, my video. So, okay, let me check. So what do you expect for today? So, I'll be giving you some information about what are the common industry challenges, no? And then there's also another term, no? It might be new for you. Why industrialized construction matter to you? Yan, may mga ano na So and then why use industrialized construction? And then we're going to unlock what is the value of using design for manufacturing and assembly. So and then the use of the workflow using Autodesk informed design, no? And some of the real world success stories, no, of using this workflow. Then we'll have a question and answer, so you can type your questions in the chat box. So as we go along, okay, let's start. Okay. So before I get started, I'd like to highlight, no, some of the headline challenges to the AEC industry. So first, we really have an unmet demand, no, for housing, because as our population though is going to reach 9.5 billion by 2050. So this translate talaga to the need of approximately 13,000 new buildings, that is daily. And next, well, the industry also is very notorious for the poor sustainability. Because why? It generates 35% of the world's landfill waste and 40% of carbon dioxide emissions. So that's quite large. And while we are still beginning to see technology mga solutions, but it is not really adapting them in a very quick or advances, no? So it's quite slow pa, especially here in our country. And lastly, we continue to face workforce challenges today because 1 in 4 construction workers are over 55 years old. So, and we risk losing those important skills, no, and the expertise. So, compounding really this issue is that the nature of those jobs is really evolving faster with the, I don't know, onset of AI and so on. But of course, I would like also to share that is in the world, but here in the domestic, and we know also in the Philippines, it's around 145 million. That's quite a lot, no? Of by 2015. So there is really also a need for around 6.5 million, and thereby, no, required annual production of 500,000 of housing units, no? And then of course, in the climate and disaster resilience po, we know that we are really prone to a natural disaster in ating country. From we have recently our the earthquake and the typhoon also coming from the politics itself. I don't need to elaborate more about what's happening in our government, but let us pray that, no, everything will goes well at the end. And again, it's the workforce gap, no, because there are a lot of OFWs. I myself is a former OFW. I used to work in Singapore. So we really cannot stop because of the opportunities really is here in the Philippines is about much no, konti lang compared to the other countries, especially in Singapore or other. So uneven workforce skills, no, levels and training. Okay, so we need more uh, technical expertise in the BIM. So in reality, what is really happening in your in most of the organization really is that the breaking point, no, there are lots of time that you are really doing have managing information, no, manually yung ating mga tasks. The processes and the decisions could be really automated, no, naman, but working in multiple data formats, no, from incompatible systems. So sometimes yung mga data files natin You need to download pa, no, yung mga ibang so that you can be able to read those files and be able to share. And then some of the groups are really having their own system, so they are really working in silos, and that's the challenge, no, if it's they're disconnected. And so most of the manufacturers really have found that we really needed to be agile to adapt new ways in order to build more resilient businesses po. So therefore, we're making possible changes now as we build our industry clouds together with Autodesk and CIM as a partner. No, so here we have Forma. No, so Forma is for the industry cloud for architecture, engineering, and construction. So I belong naman to the manufacturing. So Fusion, Autodesk Fusion, design and manufacturing. So, as shared kanina by Danny, so our business here in CIM is mostly on those two, no, manufacturing and AEC. So I'm not going to tackle more on the flow or the media and entertainment. So digital transformation really can help, no, simultaneously yung mga challenges natin when we face today and leverage the opportunities that exist. So it's not really it's not only about technology, but it's a journey that's really built on developing like capabilities, no, you can the journey does not need to be difficult. You can start anywhere, no? Right now you can start in digital collaboration, smart devices, or about mass customization, no, and so on. So in Autodesk, no, it has the best manufacturing and AEC interoperability. So they are able really to exchange well, no? Communicate very well in the industry because they have one common data environment that connects really the multiple disciplines, as I mentioned in the previous slide, no? Those platforms. So by emphasizing really on the common data environment, so Autodesk really aims what? To streamline po yung workflows. Kanina pinapakita ko mga disconnected. And then enhance collaboration and improve project outcomes. No? So so this approach not only ano po fosters innovation but also help yung ating mga teams na to make informed decisions, no, based on real time data because it's already in the cloud, no, ultimately driving po yung ating efficiency and productivity in the work. Okay. So this is my subtitle kanina, no. So Autodesk really believes, no, that industrialized construction is the key in solving these challenges. No, and I'll use this in the context, no, of industrialized construction to frame our thinking later on around informed design. But what is industrialized construction ba? If no, is this something new or no? It's not really new. So let me define, no, what is industrialized construction. So it is really based on three main aspects po. So first, at the foundation really is the prefabrication. So what is prefabrication? So we've been seeing this in no, in our country, the movement, no, of effort away from the job site, no. So now going into the factory. So making those ano po mga prefab na mga houses na ngayon ginagawa na. So we are all familiar with the prefab on its own, but it does not equate po to industrialized construction. So in the decision to prefabricate is often made well after building designs are established. So often po yung mga general mga contractor or mga subcontractor, they treat this as an operational decision which does not involve po yung mga architect and owner, no? So that's the traditional way. So later on I'll show you uh, the workflow. the ideal workflow. So second, the productization po. What is productization po? It's the process, no, of defining po a standardized product offering. So which can be what configurable na siya even in a form of kit of parts. So think of ano po, Lego, no? Ang dami niyang mga sets of Lego. You can create a different, actually, a lot of stuff with just Lego, with just one piece of Lego. Can do Star Wars or any. So productization, that's the has the benefit of repeatability. Ayan, that's the key. Enables early decisions from owners and designers. So some examples of mga productization po is yung mga wall panel systems natin. Mga bathroom pods, yan. Mga volumetric modules. So later I'll show you also. And finally po, no, we have design for manufacture and assembly. So what is DfMA? So this is rules-based design. Yan. That's the key. Rules-based design with products that have embedded information, no, about their mga manufacturing and assembly processes, mga sizes, yan, no. So by configuring po yung ating mga products, we bring many design decisions, no, upstream, and also provide yung ating certainty sa mga architectural and building design decisions. Yan. So in combination, no, this gives us the mature and scalable, yeah, scalable industrialized construction. So we see here is the in the industrialized construction of having this the impact, no, on the project. So if, first we consider the progression po here of the traditional AEC workflow, no? So we start with a very low level of certainty, no? That on the planning phase, no? Medyo mabagal pa dyan. As we progress through the design, build, and commissioning phases, no? Ayan, our certainty na increases. Nakikita na natin. It's not kasi we're able to see the actual structure na that is built, no? We really know that the final product will be. So what industrialized construction does is it flips this curve, no? So it gives us far more certainty, no, earlier in the workflow. Yan. So this allows us to really minimize the risk and more informed decision leading to the reduced cost. Yeah. Ayan, yung high impact na siya. Better efficiency po and higher quality outcomes po. So, meaning earlier decisions really have large impacts po on project outcomes. So, let me share this approach no more concretely. Uh, so, a construction talaga project, no, typically consists of four stages, di ba? Plan, design, build, and operate. Kaya sometimes AECO, no, for the operate. So the challenge we have actually is that the decision to prefabricate often happens at the late stage, no, in the design. So what happened? It is a lagging decision. So it still benefits the project by removing nating mga labor, yung mga ganyan from the job site. There are many tools pa on the market to help digitize this process, but ultimately this is not scalable po and does not represent industrialized construction. Comparing to an ideal industrialized construction workflow, no, we start with what? Productization, no? So and then productization is known po to begin to typical workflow as products can be defined for ayan, multiple projects. So you can have multiple projects yan. However, po, to realize these benefits, no, the decision to productize yan, no, needs to be made prior to the commencement pa. So that's why before even the planning, no, you have that mindset of really doing a productize. So this change po, no, of thinking, no, effectively is the left shift. Kaya meron tayong flip kanina. It goes to the left, moving the decisions to prefabricate. Yan. Decision to productize. to the and procure and productize to the start ng ating project life cycle, no? Ayan, nagkakaroon tayo ng left shift mindset. So, ano ba yung workflow talaga na ito, no? So, industrialized construction is yung productization, no? DfMA, and these are the three components. So, ang workflow niya, I see industrialized is really to define the products, no? And then discover what are the products, and then building design. Then, of course, you fabricate this, no? Manufacture assembly drawings, and so here we have the tools, no? From the manufacturing and for the AEC. So it always starts in the manufacturing, no? So of course, to bridge that gap, no, is the ating collaboration mapping, no? So let me show the tools, no? So it starts with the inventor, okay? So and then it goes to the it shares this information in the cloud po. So that's the later on I'll show you more concretely on what's informed design. So and then once this is shared, so the yeah, so it's shared in the document, and then from there the architect is able really to see, no, what are the catalogs of designs for the products, and then so he select the Revit select, and then he'll publish that, no, and then he'll share this information again, so for the manufacturer be able to come up with the design detailed drawings, no, for manufacturing. Yeah. So let's unlock po the value, no, of the business value of design for manufacturing. So DfMA, no, focuses on really simplifying po yung ating mga product designs and really to streamline manufacturing process, no, which can lead to really very significant savings po kasi common ano na po, no, data cloud, improve po ating mga overall product quality. So here I'm showing you types of DfMA technologies. So it comprises of really various technologies and methodologies, no, that really promote yung ating offsite prefabrication, no, and to really fully integrate, no, into assemblies across ayan, structural, architectural, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing po. So you can see from here, no, that from precast, no, to advanced prefab systems, no, in the structural. So lumalaki siya yung sinasabi ko nga sa inyo na yung mga kits, no, ng Lego, lumalaki na siya as mga volumetric. So this translate to really manpower savings, no, from 10% to 40% sa structural. Now here in the architectural, no, from on-site to pre-finish surfaces, yan, and then prefab kitchens, then volumetric na po, no? So 30% to 70%. That's quite a big ano po, savings in the manpower savings. Kasi you already have the product eh. You just no produce that na. So you don't have that to spend a lot of time in ano pa designing and ano ba. Ganun din po sa MEP. So that is really translate to faster project delivery po and improve workmanship, no? Ma-improve po yung proseso. So you're focusing na lang on the process. So here I'm also showing with you the building products, no, and fabrication. So these are companies, no, who produce or assemble various standards po eh, until to the custom components, no. So they are building in or off-site po. So here on the first is yung mga building supplies, no. Samples would be like yung mga lumber building, mga lumber, mga raw materials to actually. Wood, paneling, bricks, no. So mga raw materials yan. supplier. And then you go now nagiging discrete na siya, no? So you have a catalog now of items. So you're able to have a product of doors, product of windows, no, lighting, elevators. So these are some of the familiar brands. And then yung building equipment, medyo complex na siya from product. No, you're able to enlarge the building operation, no? Because this involve process na eh. Heating, cooling, ventilation, no? Yung MEP, security and safety and so on. And until po, this is more talagang customized na, wala lang everything is built on custom made, no? Mga curtain walls, yan. And then stairwells and mga railings. Hopefully, no, may mga you can identify, no, your company within this ano po, this groups. So at Autodesk, no, we help our customers together with CIM. Definitely, we help our customers to create anything from places to products. So we have a convergence of portfolio of design and manufacturing and AEC. So this really allows us po to help our customers, no, design places, then make them, no. So design the products, make the products. So this is our design and make advantage po. Yeah. So with the data and process management. Yeah. So now here we go to this is where po yung sinasabi ko kanina Autodesk Informed Design comes in. So this is our newest tool, no? Not today. Actually, ano pa siya, last year or so it realizes po that industrialized construction workflow. So here our motto really is to design buildings with certainty po and to deliver faster. Yan, with higher quality and reduce waste. So I'll now okay, provide you po more in detail. So ito po as it stands, no, informed design po consists po of three main workflows po. So una, ayan, productize, then design and configure, and fabricate. So familiar, no? Sa showing kanina some of the ano po of the industrialized construction. So starting with productization, so we define po yung ating mga configurable products. So think of that Lego again, no? So you have published a common catalog on Autodesk Construction Cloud, no? Yung forma po. This may be po defined by a single supplier or many suppliers. So they publish these products po. So making them available use for building design project po. So then next we design, no, those products inside the Revit environment. So informed design allows us really to size, no, and the details the products within the bounds po of the mga kung anong given ng supplier for manufacturing. So andyan po yung DfMA, no, rules are really applied here automatically po. So and lastly, using the Autodesk Cloud, no, yung computing capabilities niya. So the fabricators really can access the building project and they are able to understand quickly which products have been used. No? They are being notified and they are now able to generate po yung mga manufacturing instructions so they can be able really to generate a range of outputs, bills of materials, manufacturing drawings, and even 3D file formats. Yes, you can share that 3D file formats. So all these workflows po are directly connected and powered by Autodesk. Actually, forma na yan, si Construction Cloud, to maximize the collaboration po between the stakeholders, all the stakeholders. And so in more in the detail, so ayan po, no? So the tool that you're going to use, is inventor design sa productize. So in productize, you're able really to create po yung mga parametric models. Hopefully you're familiar what is parametric if you're using mga parametric software, and define ating mga BIM, no, building information modeling content, and really author ano may mga rules diyan, apply product rules. So now you are thinking as a product designer na here, and then publish the product, share that information in the cloud, so that in the design and configure, si architect is able to discover your product and customize, no, yung mga products na pwedeng nating i-assemble doon sa project niya, and insert that instance, no, and share that information again sa cloud, no, if selected that so that the manufacturer, as also being notified, is able to open that project and select, no, the what should be done, the instructions to generate drawings and build that product. So that's the output, no. So what is the value of these things, no, to the industry? So it really increase po yung design certainty and reduce so by utilizing po yung ating mga building products, no, we can improve the accuracy and really get known manufacturable results, no, by computing yung ating mga detailed data so early in the process. So you risk, yung mga risks and errors can be reduced po. So yung informed design really empowers yung ating mga designers to undertake mga building projects, no. And number two, accelerate po and design, no, accelerate yung ating design and manufacturing process. So here it enables po yung design reuse, no, ma-reuse natin yung mga products natin, and reduces, no, yung mga time on repetitive components. So it really minimize po yung ating mga manual detailing kasi andyan na, you can repeat, no. So this pre-engineered products really help po streamlines yung ating mga processes, like ano, automated mga documentations, and then it can provide a reliable po connection between AEC and manufacturing. So number three, we are really in be able to enable yung ating efficient manufacturing and design exploration. So by designing, no, this product really ano po increases yung certainty na yung while we are doing prefabrication or yung mga manufacturing, so the products really are optimized po yung kanyang proseso, and now we can minimize yung ating mga ETOs. What is ETO? Engineering to order. You can, so you don't have to order, no, so in the you can reuse po again the products across multiple projects, no? Thus enhancing po yung ating efficiency and ating productivity. So productization really is happening po. So it is really important to know that the idea po of productization po is not something that we just invented. It is really happening, no? In the lalo na sa mga me myself coming from the manufacturing, a product designer. So we are really seeing customers, no, using bespoke mga workflows to consolidate this, customize this, and configure this into their products, no. So we are really seeing increased adoptions of mga prefab, no, and kit of parts. Ayan, mga kit of parts. Again, going back to that Lego, including no, mga volumetric modular products. So, what's more, no, the architects and building designers really are really wanting the maging discoverable yung mga products nila that are ready to use, no, in their BIM tools. So let me just ano po show you, no, just a brief ano po what's really happening. Let's take have this so first, no, we start with inventor, no. So here we have the ability po to switch between primary detailed representation, yan, and simplified lightweight representations. So we then go to the inform design, no, add in ribbon, yan, and lead to the product definition na interface. So here we have an existing product definition. So we are going to edit, no, inside the product definition. So we have a set of rules, no, makita niyo dyan, that govern the way, no, in the paggawa natin ng itong modular unit na to, na magiging configurable siya. So for example, we can change the number of modules, yan, and drive the inventor model, yan, to see those updates po in real time. So I want to emphasize here that these automations, are defined as part of the inventor model. So they can be customized po in many ways using yung inventor iLogic automation capabilities natin. Here, we can go on one level, no, deeper and change the type of panels specific to module C. So as a volumetric modular manufacturer, yan, we have one model, then one configurator that represents the whole catalog of variants, no? And options like whether any given panel has a door or a window or whether the balcony. So no, ito next we see that the configuration we have is the fabrication drawing, updating the automatically now in Revit as the architect or the building design. We also have the inform design, no, add-in button andyan. So using the insert product command, no, we can find the productize module in the cloud, no. So we can open the model and access the same interface as defined kanina by the manufacturer, and we can create our own variants then, all in line, no, what is considered to be manufacturable. We can also select po the level of detail in our Revit family, no, but still retain the connections po of the detailed model and the drawings. So we then go ahead and generate po our variants here and select, no, we'll find variants that had been generated previously with details about. So after that, no, now it's important to note that this is not limited to volumetric models po, but it can also be applied to the kind of product, no, that you might use. So here there's another one, yung stairs, no, and railings, no, you can also productize that, reconfigure that and place that into your Revit, no. So lastly, wala pa, so it's still generating pa. So this, no, will be saved and published po as a Revit project, no, to the cloud, so the manufacturer can really be able to use your informed design web app, yan, ito, to see which products have been used, no? And can view po yung mga how they are configured and generate po yung mga required manufacturing outputs like mga 2D drawings, no? Diyan din papakita niya. Tapos yung mga ayan, and then yung mga bills of materials, and then can also, yeah, neutral CAD formats, 3D models, yan. This can be output po, be sent to any locations in the docs, here in the docs. So the user with that permission is able to really access. So you can submit the output na request and be able po to fabricate your in, design, no, your project. Can actualize na po yung project natin. Yan. So these are the drawings. Okay. So in okay, ulit na. So let me share you, with what is really happening in the real world. So let's step back po and look at how one of our customers, no, El Lada Cube, is driving po yung informed design. Let me check. Are you able to hear po the ano?
Lada Cube is a building product company. We call ourselves the 2x4 of the future. Lada Cube came into existence trying to tackle some of these issues that are inherent problems in construction, how we can make the built environment better, how we can help people, how we can speed up construction, reduce costs, and then looking at life cycle and understanding how we can use those products beyond their initial use. LottaCube really allows us to compartmentalize a library of components into these long-term assets in a way that allows them to be assembled on-site quickly and efficiently with minimally skilled labor.
We typically see construction as an assembly of different materials on a site. And the way that the industry is developing over the last 5-10 years, we really need to start to shift that away from the site. We have labor shortages, we have restrictions on material cost. And that kind of predictability of prefabrication is super important.
Informed design has sped up a lot of our processes and reduced our costs. We would famously take a blueprint, a floor plan, a drawing, or various other file formats, and then create our own content to showcase to customers, how our product could be used. That was very cumbersome. Then comes along this wonderful partnership with Autodesk Informed Design, and then the connection with Cope.
What Cope is trying to achieve is to give a digital mechanism for companies to be able to put the products out into the industry, really engage in construction, but not necessarily have to have that large digital uplift themselves. We digitize their products and we allow that product to exist in a design file really early on. So if you're working in a Revit world or you're working in an Inventor world, if a client was engaging the LottaCube team and they were really excited about using that product within their building, they were able to see exactly what that looked like immediately. It encouraged trust, it encouraged an understanding of the product, and it really gave that predictability.
A traditional project would be around 200 man hours of design time. We've been able to see those projects basically be reduced to a couple minutes. It's just incredible. A digital product like ours can really benefit from this digital ecosystem because now you're allowing architects, designers, engineers to really have clear and concrete information to be able to design floor plans using products that are actually manufacturable. Being able to take those assets and use them in ways that have never been used before. And it's just going to have tremendous lasting effects on how much construction debris waste that we throw into our landfills, the cost savings that we see on future projects, and then the circularity of just having those products really living in that ecosystem for many decades to come.
We've had a really nice opportunity to work with the Informed Design team at Autodesk to basically use the concept of being informed in design, the actual act of that, to really make better decisions. We have a digital workflow that really says what this product is doing in that design model, in the Revit space, in the Inventor space, but also what's really happening on site and in the factory. And that's been such a great journey to be able to see those two sides. Leveraging informed design is going to be central to the productization of construction.
Oh, very beautiful. So the key message actually there is that the guy mentioned about building trust. With that platform, they're really because they're able really to reduce no yung mga time and efficient time to market. So actually that ends po my no. So I'm open for question and answer.